I don't want you to get cheated out of experience, so the first thing you should do is check out the Season 1 recap, and if you have obtained at least 3 out of the 5 checks, you should be getting a bonus 30,000 experience, which I and a lot of others at the time of this video have not gotten. So expect SDS to either tweet out about this or in the upcoming days give us that 30,000 bonus experience. If that wasn't the first screen you saw when you entered Diamond Dynasty, have no worries. Enter Diamond Dynasty and go all the way to the top right corner, and when it says press X or A for details, press on that and that screen will appear. All you will have to do is hover on over to the right. The Head Start rewards are supposed to be passively awarded, so they cannot count as step 1. Instead, for step 1, we are going inside of collections, set collections, and then the core collection. You will see that inside of the core collection, there is a 180 total core cards collection reward that is going to be 99 overall Corey Seager. But 99 overall Corey Seager isn't what intrigues us. Instead, it's going to be the 5,000 experience that you can obtain for completing each one of these missions. In total, that will be 20,000 experience. And how do you get the majority of these core cards? One of them is going to be inside of the storylines for the Negro Leagues. The second one is going to be inside of Team Affinity. All of the Team Affinity core cards are unsellable, so you might as well collect them regardless. And then the third ones are going to be inside of the Battle Royale programs. That's why I always go ahead and stress for you to go and finish the Battle Royale programs and not sell any of those cards, but instead invest in them, because in the future for core collections, they are going to be a lot more expensive. And then number 4 is going to be through other programs such as the Mexico City Series program, as well as last but not least, collections in terms of Live Series team collections. In total, if you've done a majority of the team collections as well as Team Affinity and have kept all of your Battle Royale program cards, you should be close, if not at 135, and that should be able to give you a 15,000 XP head start when it comes to the Season 2 XP reward pack. Do me a solid and help me get to 30,000 subscribers before the month of June. Hit that red subscribe button, like button, and notification bell. Check out the description as well. Step number 2 is going to take us out of Diamond Dynasty and into the home screen of MLB The Show 23. We're going to go down towards Quick Play, and inside of Quick Play, we're going to go inside of Moments. There are a ton of moments for you to do, and they will all progress you nicely towards each individual program that came out inside of Season 2. The first one is going to be inside of other programs, and that is going to be the Kaiju Series program. In total, from completing all of these moments, you are going to get 24 out of the 100 total program points you need to complete the Kaiju Series. We also have new Tops Now moments already, yes sir, for the month of May. So May 1st to May 7th, we are going to be able, for completing all of these moments, to get 22 out of the total 28 program points that we need to get all of the cards in the month of May's program so far. And last but not least, because there is Team Affinity 2, you are going to have a fresh set of moments for each division that is going to obtain you 7,500 Team Affinity points out of the 150,000 you need to complete Team Affinity 2 for each division. Step number 3 is going to revolve around single player modes. We're talking about Showdowns now, and we have 4 Showdowns that we want to complete as soon as possible. They are going to be the Team Affinity Season 2 Showdowns, as well as the Kaiju Series Showdown as well. For completing the Team Affinity Showdowns, you will get 20,000 Team Affinity points for the respective divisions. So the East will give you 20,000 for the NL East and the AL East, bringing you to a total of 27,500 out of the 150,000 total Team Affinity points you need in order to complete the Season 2 Team Affinity. For the Kaiju Series Showdown, you will be able to get 10 program points. This will push you up, if you have completed the moments, to 34 out of the 100 program points. And don't you worry, we are going to be coming out with guides to completing each and every single one of these showdowns, so you don't have to stress yourself out too much. Step number 4 is going to be the squad build step, and you're gonna need either a notebook or Excel or a notepad feature in order to keep track of all these players that you need to integrate inside of your squad. Inside of Season 2, there are a ton of stat missions as well as PXP missions for you to do, CPU and the other programs as well. So if you complete the moments in Showdown, you should have a total of 27,500 team affinity points. With 27,500 team affinity points, you will be able to receive 1 out of the 5 future stars, as well as 1 out of the 5 team captains for season 2 team affinity. That is going to be per division. So in total, you are going to have 12 diamonds that you will need either stat missions for or PXP missions for to keep track of and integrate into the squad that you're going to take towards the next step. For the Kaiju series program, you are going to be able to obtain 34 program points if you have completed the moments as well as the Showdown. That is going to get you 5 additional diamonds to the 12 we have already that you need to integrate into your squad, and make sure that each position has a diamond that is serving a purpose, and fill out your bench if you need to as well with guys to replace as soon as you complete stat missions or PXP missions. Last but not least, by completing the main Tops Now moments, you will be able to obtain 22 program points that is going to lead up to 9 diamonds that you will also have to integrate into your squad, and a lot of these guys are hitters, so make sure you guys keep a healthy balance of Kaiju series cards as well as team affinity cards and the Tops Now cards because of the Tops Now PXP mission that you have to complete. Step number 5 is where the real fun begins. We're finally able to use those newly acquired players and begin working on their stat missions as well as PXP missions. And don't you worry, you have enough conquest maps to go ahead and grind out at least all the starter missions that you need to complete. For team affinity, we have season 2 West, season 2 Central, and season 2 East. Each one of these will give you 30,000 team affinity points towards the respective divisions. So the West is to the NL and AL West. That is going to get you a total of 57,500 team affinity points out of the 150,000 total you need to complete it. So you're a third of the way there, and with grinding out the stat missions and PXP missions, you will probably be a lot further by then as well. In addition, we have the Kaiju Other Program Conquest map to also complete with a bunch of strongholds and the Texas Rangers City Connect. The Kaiju Other Program is going to give you 15 program points, getting you halfway to completing the Kaiju program at 49 out of 100 program points. With the stat missions or PXP missions that you need to complete, that will also allow you to progress a whole lot further. But don't you worry, man, this is basically like another Nation of Baseball as well as an additional bunch of mini conquest map and the Texas Rangers City Connect conquest map as well. So we have enough conquest to last us basically 2 weeks. And yes, we are going to be putting out guides on how to complete each and every single one of those conquests. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel as well as the hidden rewards. Step number 6 is interchangeable depending on whether you like playing offline or online better when it comes to grinding out PXP and stat missions for your players, because despite having so many conquest strongholds, it is highly unlikely that you finish the entire team affinity inside of Conquest unless you lose a lot of stronghold games. But Team Affinity Season 2 is actually going to be the most ideal way to grind out Team Affinity if you are doing offline modes after you finish the Conquest maps. Why, you might ask? Well, they went ahead and revamped Team Affinity Season 2 when it comes to the rewards, and instead of you having to get all the vouchers at the end whenever you complete the Team Affinity season, instead for every single 5 wins you will be able to get 1 voucher, and that 1 voucher is exchangeable for 4,000 team affinity points, and this is a repeatable mission. So if you go throughout the entire mini season and you win each and every single game, let's say there are a total of 20, which I'm not 100% positive how many there are in total, that is going to be 4 of these mini season vouchers, which is going to equal 16,000 team affinity points, and you put it into whichever division it is that you want to get the players for first, and you still get all the bonus team affinity vouchers for winning the championships and also going further into the playoffs or making the playoffs in general. So this is a great help and is going to make the team affinity grind a whole lot easier and better as a player as well. Sticking to offline game modes, you have repeatable conquest maps that you can go ahead and complete in order to get the PXP and stat missions done, as well as play versus CPU. Whichever of the 2 you resort to if you don't want to do mini seasons is up to you, so pick your poison. If offline isn't your cup of tea and you'd rather go online, then of course you can go into ranked and take those new team builds in order to complete the stat missions and PXP missions for, especially if you don't care about your rating or rank. And then last but not least, events is also another great way. Why? Because the event requires you to have Kaiju, Incognito, and Future Stars players. And what are we getting from Team Affinity as well as the Kaiju program? We're getting all of those sets. The only unfortunate thing is that if you were looking to complete tops now, you wouldn't be able to do it through events. Instead, you would have to do it through an offline game mode unless you decide to take all those players into ranked and complete it that way. If you did end up enjoying today's content, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Check out the description for our Twitch, Discord, social medias, how to become a member. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.